There we go. Just like that. Facebook bless. How are all of you? Did we reconnect? Did we reconnect? I'm checking here. Happy Tuesday. Happy Fat Tuesday. That's kind of insulting. Happy Fat Tuesday. Leading up to Lent. I mean, there's holidays all over the world. The Tet holiday, Vietnam, Chinese New Year. I mean, there's like holidays everywhere. So whatever holiday you're celebrating, enjoy, enjoy. It's also National, it's not Patski, it's Punchki meatball. For some reason, people have this fetish about saying Patski. It's the way, it's the way it looks, it sounds. No, it's Punchki. It's basically a fat donut and makes you fat. So enjoy today. If you're going to observe Lent over the next bunch of weeks there, good luck. I mean, a lot of temptation out there. It seems like every week there's a national day of bakery stuff. I mean, seriously, like today was Punchki Day. Friggin' run on at the store of these little donuts that have about 2,000 calories per donut. People are infatuated with it, or it's National Cupcake Day. I mean, you guys are going to give me carpal tunnel. Stop it. You chill out. Eat an apple and be quiet there, meatball. But I love going into shows like this, man. I love getting to the source of why things happen in certain ways. I mean, it's not the techniques that you're using there, my friend. It's physics. And when you realize that the science involved with everything, I mean, it should get you friggin' excited. But I do have some relevant national days and out of the quote box tonight, if you correct your mind, the rest will fall into place from Lao Tzu. And that wholeheartedly should be the aspect of everybody's life, is getting your mind right the way you want it, not the way life told you to, not the way people told you to conform to, or your isms, or your history, or rituals. No, it's the way you want to do it. But it's National Random Acts of Kindness. I mean, why does it have to be a random? Why can't it just be I mean, imagine if people opened doors for everybody, like they used to, or brought a cake to a new neighbor. Here I go, my bakery stuff again. It's simple things like this, man, that really brighten people's day. So I make sure every day is filled with compliments for people, no matter that they're so-called flaws per se, especially new associates and so forth. Oh, you want to hear something about new associates, and I'll get back to my thing there. You hit it big when people at work walk by and say, meatball. I was like, oh, okay. They're sneaking in. They're sliding into my show and they're watching it. Much love to all of you guys here at work. I appreciate the humor. I needed that today. It's National Random Acts of Kindness Day, National My Way Day. Frank Sinatra wrote that song, not as a song, but as his bio, because he did it his way. Remember that. You run your life your way, because your way is the best way. Because why? It's going to help. It's going to make you feel good. The better you feel, the better the outcome in all you do. And it's also National Who Shall I Be Day. That's quite unique. That's actually International Who Shall I Be Day. I mean, there's a realm, infinite possibilities of dimensions that we can live in. I mean, you talk about this dimension here now, the so-called reality in real time. There's infinite possibilities with your imagination to have, be, or do anything you want in here, and then let it fabricate in the outside world. It's not hairy-fairy, my friend, not pseudoscience. It is physics. Remember that. Everything is physics, mathematically precise in life, and Einstein was friggin' brilliant on this, man. But here's the show topic tonight. Foundation of setbacks. Well, when you really think about setbacks per se, and I'm going to get to some synonyms which are powerful, it's all a lead up of past thinking, any kind of setback. And here's some synonyms of that per se. And it's a problem, difficulty, issue, hitch, upset, disappointment, mishap, blow, delay, hiccup, etc., etc., etc. All these things that are happening in your life are from past thinking, if you really, really get down to the gist of it, because that thinking is creating a feeling from it. So whatever past experiences you keep reliving every single day, you are going to recreate that every day. Adam Allred had a great synopsis of that, and it goes, your mind is lying. I love that, because it really is. I mean, your mind goes into these little vignettes. I mean, you have a bad thought or a bad situation that happens in your life, and your mind creates all these friggin' movies about things that happened, didn't happen, the outcome, the no outcome. Your mind is always indeed playing tricks on you. It's you taking control of your thinking process, that you understanding how truly powerful you are to grab hold of that and say, wait, no, this is not me, Meatball. I'm going to be a lot better than this. He had a great synopsis, as I said. And listen to these words. And I'm going to get to a quantum physicist on this issue as well, because this is the spirituality side of it. And I love bringing both sides of the coin here, because it'll really help you understand that everything breaks down to past thinking. So whatever your present moment is, remember, you're creating the next moment with that, with your thoughts and your feelings. You can think randomly all day long, Meatball, but how you feel about what you're thinking about, that's the starting point. And believe me, all of this will make sense. And he goes, your mind is lying. One of the most important lessons I ever learned is that all suffering comes from our thoughts. Now, really think about what he said. I mean, in your own way. I mean, we're our own worst enemy, man. We beat the shit out of each other. We're constantly beating ourselves up. I mean, over the most trivial thing. Oh, I forgot this or I forgot that. I'm so stupid. Well, listen to the verbiage I just said. I mean, you're calling yourself an idiot for something so silly. I mean, that grows, because if you keep repeating something, you're going to start feeling that something, and you're going to start manifesting more of that something. As I said before, one of the most important lessons I've ever learned is that suffering comes from our thoughts. Specifically, bad thinking disconnected from reality. Really think about it. What he's saying is you've disconnected from what's going on right now in real time. You're creating scenarios that should not be there. And we've all done that. We've been conditioned, indeed, to do that. That's where the misery comes from. He goes on to say, about 90 to 95% of thoughts are subconscious. That means most of our thinking is based on outdated software. I love that analogy on that. And the crazy thing is that most of your beliefs were not chosen by you. He's right. He's absolutely he's absolutely right. Every Meatball that's been in my life has given me a set of beliefs that I had to rearrange, man. I had to really go back and think, no, I'm good. I gotta change. You have to get to that level. You got to realize you're just a programmed byproduct of somebody else, or some institution or ism or whatever it might be. That's a really bad analogy. Byproduct kind of sounds like a hot dog, but yeah, basically we are a byproduct of other people's thinking, repetitiously, rigorously pushed into us for years and years and years. And we don't understand why things are happening, because we're basically somebody else not realizing it. It's a great wake-up call, man, because things are happening indeed in your life. But remember, you were programmed by somebody else or something else or an institution or, like I said, ism or a culture, whatever. So if you're not comfortable in your own skin, because you're not yourself. And when you grasp hold of that, when you say, wait, this is my day. This is my life. This is my way, and start dictating that your way by how you feel, that's the energy that's radiating off you. So think about that for yourself. Indeed, like I said, they were installed. Your subconscious spins stories, just like I said, all day long, and you never question them. But when you grasp that, think about the crap we think about all day long. I mean, everything's exaggerated, and oh my God, my brain wants to blow up sometimes. But yeah, that's how the mind is. It's always looking to expand these vignettes that it keeps creating. And I love that, because it's its natural ability. When you install like your dreams and your goals in there, it's going to follow that same pattern. But we've been programmed, a lot of us, for misery. We've been programmed for cynicism and negativity and hatred and anger. I mean, the internet should be called the hater net, basically what it comes down to now. It's not even an informational portal anymore like it was intended to be. It's a place where people can just, quietly keyboard their way into hell. And when you grasp that, you need to get away from that, man, because that is actually programming you itself. What you're allowing in is what it's going to start absorbing you, because we're like sponges. We're mental sponges taking in everything around us. So indeed, like I say all the time on America's Mentor, what you surround yourself with, you indeed will become. Those stories, and let me get back. I'm digressing here tonight. My God. Your subconscious spins stories all day long and you never question them. These stories, those thoughts, they create emotions. Remember that. What you tell yourself and what you're saying about yourself, how you feel about yourself, you're magnetizing. You're telling the universe, wait, he wants to be a meatball all day long and have all these situations happening to him because obviously he's creating all these little films in his mind of all the worst case scenarios. Life is going to give you that. It's guaranteed, man. It's a friggin' infomercial 101 because it's precise. The laws are precise. What you put out is what you get back. Start listening to your own karma. Start realizing what's coming back at you and your thoughts that are rising behind those thoughts. And you'll understand there's so many different aspects of it. And you'll start grasping and say, wait, this is who I am. I need to fix that. They create emotions, and those emotions are what creates suffering. Indeed, like we were saying, the more you think about something with this emotion of pain, no matter what it might be, it's going to amplify. And you're going to start creating more videos in your mind about it. And they're going to get put in your subconscious. And that 90% of your thinking all day long is just going to amplify misery. This is what people do. This is what people who understand how the mind works know how to operate. And they know how to install new programs in people. And, we're not credulous. We just don't understand certain aspects of it. Realize the power that you have. Realize you have to take control of your mind. Realize you're going to take most importantly your control of your emotions and your feelings. Because that's your starting point. That's how you magnetize whatever you want to create in your life. And it's not because they're true. It's because we believe them. We were told, you're told something so much, you actually start believing it. Ask the Germans in World War II. I mean, seriously, they were told something so much, no matter, and I say it respectfully now, it's a rotten time of history. I mean, a terrible time of history. But they basically, for years, were told certain things day after day after day. Then the visuals came out, then the posters came out, then the media came out, and they all gathered millions of people with the same mindset. I mean, from one guy or a crew of people that wanted to infiltrate a culture. I mean, this is what's happening now in so many ways. You've got to protect your peace. You've got to protect what's going on with your thinking and not allowing what you don't want in there. He goes on to say, and he finishes, and I'll get to my little physicist buddy here, and it'll clarify exactly what I'm talking about. The good thing is all emotions are honest. This is great. They're like the check engine light under the hood telling you what's going on with your thinking. I love that because if you're not feeling good, really, if you're just not feeling good, I'm not saying any kind of physical sickness, I'm saying your emotion. If you just don't feel happy, you just don't feel right. I mean, that's your check engine light going on, saying, look, what's going on? Ask yourself some better questions instead of scrolling all day long on bullshit that's going to make you feel more miserable. You ask better questions about yourself. Why do I feel this way? What's going on in my life? What am I missing? Ask better questions, man. You'll definitely get better answers. Most of your thoughts, indeed, are completely untrue. Much love for that reel on that because it'll clarify exactly what I'm talking about. Who the hell said? Jillian Michaels had a great quote on this. She goes, if you don't learn from why you're in the position you're in, you are doomed to repeat it. You need to bring meaning to every setback. I love that because she's saying, look, yeah, it happened. Find out what's going on. Kevin Trudeau said, pop the champagne. I mean, coming from a guy who has done as well as he has, he took setbacks as setups. He's saying, wait, if there's something that happened in my life, what brought about that? Or let's celebrate that because you know what? It's not going to happen again. You have that kind of mentality with relationships, finance, everything. It's like me after I lost everything. I said, this will never happen again. And it did. Because I didn't figure out why it happened in the first place. And this meatball had the best results, man. I like this because he explained it perfectly. But I am going to actually go against him on a couple of things on this. And you guys can reiterate for yourself in your own minds exactly what I'm talking about. This guy, I didn't get his name because he was an unknown man. He was in a real, doing some kind of app. But he had the precise setup for what Einstein was talking about as far as creating something out of virtually nothing. This is the gift that we have. We have everything within us. I mean, I wish people who could grasp that for themselves. We have all the tools within us. The kingdom of heaven indeed is within us to create anything we want. But we got to realize and understand how to use the tools. And he noted and denoted, as a quantum physicist, I can tell you they turn manifestation into a woo. And that's kind of like a hairy-fairy kind of thing. On purpose, so you never learn how it actually works. I mean, to me, I'm going to read this, and I'll make my commentary on it. You guys think about it for yourself. He's being frank, very frank on his assumption with this. But I'm also going to not go against him. I'm going to kind of wait. Well, let's think about this for a second here. As I read in the first paragraph, as a quantum physicist, I can tell you they turn manifestation into a woo on purpose, so you never learn how to use it, which is quite ironic. Here's the part no one tells you. You didn't fail because you didn't visualize hard enough, or used the wrong affirmations, or built the wrong vision board. You failed. Real manifestation has almost nothing to do with technique. It's physics. I will get back to that. Physics shows at the smallest level, reality isn't solid and fixed. It's energy in motion. So manifestation is simply changing the signal you're operating from. The field responds to states, not ceremony. I like that. He's absolutely right on that part. It doesn't. It responds to how you're feeling, not the ceremonies behind it, not the rituals and everything else that you're doing. What I will fight him on, and this is what changed me, because it changed me in so many different ways. Visualization, yes, I get it. That's the creating the little vignettes in the mind. Some of us can't have these vivid imaginary, thoughts or pictures in our mind. I can't. But what I am in complete control of is my feelings. That's the part you guys got to work on for yourself as well. And as far as affirmations go, what affirmations did for me was, like I said, was the German example. I kept telling myself something till I actually started to believe that something. You tell yourself something over and over and over again with clarity, with power, with this persona that you're going to have it, your mind's going to attach itself to it because your neural pathways have reprogrammed your brain's thinking and adopting it as a lifestyle. When you realize inside has to become the lifestyle before you can manifest it on the outside. That's the whole realm of it. And what he was saying in that, which was amazing, you're basically a cell tower. Remember that. You're in a cell tower. You were basically a cell tower. So ask yourself, what are you broadcasting every day? That's why it's so imperative to protect your peace and protect your thinking. Protect what you're allowing in your life. If murder infatuates you, knock yourself out there, meatball. Or if personal power infatuates you, go get it. Immerse yourself into it. Embody it with every fiber of who you are. And watch how your body responds from that. It's responded to my way in so many beautiful ways because I've empowered myself to only focus on the positive in life as much as I can. Yeah, I get the news for a minute or two every day. I'm not going to, I can be informed, but not inundated. What you inundate yourself with, you're going to submerge your thoughts into it. And that alone is going to start the process. I love what he said. So manifestation is simply changing the signal you're operating from. Dr. Joe Dispenza clarified that. All these notables have said it over and over and over, that we are basically a cell tower in complete control of what we're broadcasting. So if what is happening in your life, if you keep having these setbacks, these so-called problems and speed bumps and all these things, you have to check the engine. Your engine light has been flickering. Man, I got my tire sensor thing keeps flickering because of the cold weather. It's going on and off like nuts. It's telling me to look at it. I said, yeah, I'll get to it when I get to it. Have you said that about yourself? You're a lot more important than a tire pressure sensor, my friend. Remember that. Remember yourself. Remember who you are. Remember that you are the creator. You're the cell tower. You are the electricity transmitting to the quantum field every single day. That person that is manifesting every single day. Remember, you're constantly doing it. So when you get passionate about life, you get passionate about your purpose, your goals, your dreams, who you want to have, be, and do it your way, as Frank Sinatra said, you're going to start creating your way, guys. So happy Tuesday to you. Happy Fat Tuesday. Don't get too fat there, meatballs. You're going to start looking like guinea pigs out there. Enjoy your Tuesday, whatever holiday you're celebrating. Like I said, there's New Year's all over the world. There's all kinds of things. Enjoy your Tuesday night. Enjoy today. I will talk to you guys soon, man. Hopefully, on Thursday night when Kurt and I go on, I think my brother Al, man, that big meatball, is going to join us pretty soon doing shows with America's Perspective. A little plug for my big bro out there. He's getting into the podcasting as well. But remember what I said about the cell tower aspect of it. Remember, if things aren't happening the way you thought it would be, most importantly, it's because the way you thought it would be. Enjoy your Tuesday, guys. America's Mentor _radio on Instagram. # America's Mentor on YouTube. Enjoy the night, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon, man.